He didn't plan to betray anyone. That's how it always begins, not with intention, but with small permissions. Daniel had been married for 12 years, long enough for routines to harden into something predictable, long enough that silence between him and his wife, Elena, no longer felt uncomfortable, just normal. They spoke about bills, groceries, whose turn it was to call the plumber. They no longer spoke about dreams. The first crack wasn't dramatic. It was a conversation at work. Her name was Marisa, new hire. Quick smile, quicker laugh. She asked questions about his weekend, his interests, his opinions, as if the answers mattered. Daniel didn't notice right away how much he missed that feeling of being seen as something more than a husband who forgot to take out the trash. He told himself it was harmless. Lunch turned into coffee. Coffee turned into messages late at night. Nothing inappropriate, not at first, just words. Just attention. Just the kind of connection that had quietly disappeared from his marriage. At home, Elena noticed something before she understood it. The way he checked his phone more often. The slight delay before answering simple questions. The absence of something she couldn't name. "Are you okay?" she asked one evening. "Yeah," he said too quickly. "Just tired." That was the truth, but not the whole truth. The first time he crossed the line, it didn't feel like crossing a line at all. It felt like slipping into something inevitable, like stepping into a version of himself he thought he had lost. Afterward, though, the silence was different. Marisa slept beside him, peaceful and unaware of the storm in his head. Daniel stared at the ceiling, the weight of what he'd done pressing down on him, not because it was shocking, but because it wasn't. That scared him more than anything. He went home the next morning and found Elena in the kitchen, humming softly while making coffee. The same woman who had stood beside him through job losses, through illness, through years that were anything but easy. She looked up and smiled. "You're home early." And suddenly, the life he had built, the quiet, imperfect, real one, felt fragile. "Yeah," he said, his voice tight. Couldn't sleep. She slid a cup toward him without asking anything else. That was her way. Trusting. Steady. He took the cup, his hands trembling slightly. In that moment, Daniel understood something he had been avoiding. Cheating wasn't about Marisa. It wasn't about passion or excitement or even love. It was about the slow neglect of something that once mattered, and the cowardice of not facing it before it broke. He stood there, coffee growing cold in his hands, realizing he now had two choices: confess and risk losing everything, or stay silent, and lose it anyway, just more slowly. He opened his mouth to speak, and for the first time in a long time, the words felt like they actually mattered. If this story hit you, don't forget to like and subscribe for more powerful stories like this. Your support keeps these stories alive.